Let me ask you something powerful. When was the last time you did something just for your future self? Not for your kids, not for your family, but for the woman you want to be 10 years from now. Here is a truth that might shock you. After the age of 60, women lose muscle at nearly twice the rate of men. That means strength, balance, and independence start to fade unless you fight back. But here is the good news. You can absolutely rebuild strength, regain energy, and feel younger than ever with just 6 simple exercises. These are not about vanity or looks. These are about freedom. The freedom to walk confidently, to lift your groceries without help, to play with your grandchildren without fear of falling. Let me tell you something real. The squat is not just an exercise. It is the foundation of movement, the movement of life itself. Every single time you get out of bed, sit down on a chair, or pick something up from the floor, you are performing a squat. The difference is, with age, that simple movement starts to become a struggle, and it does not happen overnight. It happens quietly, slowly, 1 year at a time, until one day you realize you are pushing off the armrest to stand, or you are avoiding stairs altogether. That is how independence starts to slip away, not with a fall, but with the small moments of weakness we choose to ignore. Now imagine the alternative. Imagine waking up at 60, 70, or even 80, feeling steady, strong, confident in your legs, confident in your balance. You bend down to tie your shoes without holding on to anything. You get up from the couch with ease. That is the power of keeping your legs strong. That is the power of the squat, and I want you to start seeing this movement not as a workout, but as your personal armor against aging. See, muscle is the most powerful anti-aging medicine there is. When you build leg strength, you are not just shaping your body. You are protecting your bones, improving your balance, and boosting your metabolism. You are improving how your brain communicates with your muscles. That means fewer stumbles, fewer injuries, and more confidence with every single step you take. The squat literally teaches your body to fight gravity. It tells your nervous system, I am still capable, I am still strong, I am still in control. And here is the thing. Most people think you need to go to a gym or lift heavy weights to get stronger. That is not true. Strength starts at home with one simple movement done consistently, the chair squat. It is one of the safest, most effective exercises you can do, especially if you are over 60. All you need is a sturdy chair. Stand tall, feet about shoulder width apart, chest lifted. Lower yourself slowly toward the chair, just until your hips touch the edge, and then push through your heels to stand back up. Keep your knees in line with your toes and your core tight. That is 1 repetition. Simple, right? Here is how you make it count. Start with 10 repetitions. Rest for a few seconds, then do another 10. Try to complete 3 rounds total. If you feel wobbly, place your hands on the chair for balance. Over time, as you get stronger, you can hold light weights in your hands, or you can use a lower chair to increase the challenge. But always focus on control. Slow down on the way down and drive through your heels on the way up. The slower you move, the more your muscles work and the safer your joints stay. Now, let us talk about breathing. This is something most people overlook. When you squat down, take a slow breath in through your nose. When you push yourself up, breathe out with strength, like you are exhaling power. This breathing pattern keeps your core tight and your mind focused. Remember, your body listens to your breath. Calm breathing equals controlled movement. Controlled movement equals safety and strength. And here is a truth you need to remember. If you do not use it, you lose it. The body is efficient. It will get rid of any strength or muscle it thinks you do not need. That is why doing squats regularly is so important. Even if it is just a few minutes a day, those few minutes send a message to your body: keep my muscle, keep my strength, keep my independence. There are going to be days when you do not feel like doing it. Days when your knees ache, when you feel tired, when the couch seems more inviting than the chair squat. But that is exactly when you need to do it most, because discipline is not about doing what is easy, it is about doing what is necessary. Every repetition you do is an investment in your future self. Every squat is a small promise kept, so do not wait for motivation. Create it, start right now. Stand up from your chair and do a set of 10 squats. Feel your legs work, feel your breath steady, feel your heart beat a little faster. That is your body waking up. That is strength returning. That is you taking control again. When you finish, you will feel it, not just in your legs, but in your confidence. You will walk taller, move easier, and feel younger. And that feeling, that pride, that sense of progress, it is addictive. You will want to do it again tomorrow, so let me leave you with this. Aging is not about losing strength, it is about deciding to keep it. You have the power to make that decision every single day. The squat is not about fitness, it is about freedom. If you found this message helpful, if it gave you a reason to move, then take a second right now, like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more guidance that keeps you strong, healthy, and independent, because strength does not fade when you use it. It grows, and you, right now, have everything you need to build it. Let me ask you something important. When was the last time you felt truly balanced, physically balanced, steady, confident in your steps? For many women over 60, balance begins to fade quietly. It is not always a sudden fall or a dramatic loss of stability. It often starts with small things. You reach for something on a high shelf and feel a little unsteady. You step off a curb and need to grab onto something. Those small moments are warning signs. They are your body whispering, "We are losing control." And if you ignore those whispers, they turn into shouts later. But here is the good news. You can rebuild your balance, your strength, and your confidence. And it all starts with one simple movement, the step up. Now, let us get something clear. Balance is not just about standing on one foot or walking a straight line. Balance is coordination between your muscles, your brain, and your joints. It is your nervous system's ability to respond quickly, to correct itself when you move in unexpected ways. And that ability, like any skill, can be trained. The step-up exercise is one of the best tools to train it. It combines leg strength, coordination, and focus all at once. It is also incredibly functional because it mimics the real-world movements you do every day. Walking upstairs, getting into a car, climbing onto a stool, even stepping into the bathtub. Here is what makes the step-up so powerful. When you lift one leg to step up, your body is forced to balance on the other. Your brain immediately activates dozens of small stabilizer muscles in your foot, ankle, hip, and core to keep you steady. The movement builds strength in the glutes and thighs while teaching your brain and body to work together. This is exactly what prevents falls. You are training your muscles and your nervous system to cooperate, to stay alert and responsive. You do not need a gym for this. You do not need fancy equipment. You just need a step, a staircase, or even a sturdy low stool. Here is the protocol I recommend. Stand in front of your step, keep your chest tall, and place one foot firmly on top. Push through your heel to lift your body up until both feet are standing on the step. then slowly step back down with control. That is 1 repetition. Start with 10 repetitions on one side, then switch to the other, rest for a few seconds, and repeat this sequence 2 to 3 times. The key word here is control. Most people rush through the movement, but that is not what we want. We want to move slowly to give the body time to react and stabilize. The slower you go, the more your brain learns. If you are just starting out, hold on to a railing or countertop for safety. As your strength improves, use less support until you can perform the movement freely. You might notice your legs shaking a little at first. That is a good thing. That means your stabilizer muscles are waking up. Those small muscles are often neglected because we spend too much time sitting and too little time challenging our balance. But when you activate them regularly, you build what I like to call movement confidence. It is the quiet assurance that your body can handle itself, that you can trust your steps again. Now, let us talk about why this matters beyond just movement. Good balance equals good brain health. Studies show that balance training improves coordination between your body and your mind. When your body learns new movements, your brain forms new neural connections. That means better reaction times, sharper focus, and even improved memory. Think about that. A few minutes of step-ups each day is not just training your body. It is training your brain to stay young and responsive. And here is something I have seen time and time again. When someone starts doing step-ups regularly, within a few weeks they notice a difference. Climbing stairs feels easier, they walk more confidently, their posture improves, their fear of falling decreases. And the more they practice, the more empowered they feel, because balance is not just physical, it is deeply emotional. When you feel steady on your feet, you carry that steadiness into every part of your life. But here is the truth. You have to commit. You have to make this part of your daily routine. Waiting for motivation is not the answer. Motivation follows action, so schedule your step-ups just like brushing your teeth. Do them after your morning coffee or while dinner is in the oven. Consistency is what makes progress stick. And if you want to make this exercise even more effective, here is a small upgrade. Try alternating your step-ups with controlled step-downs. Step up as usual, then instead of stepping down quickly, lower yourself slowly using the same leg. That eccentric movement builds tremendous leg strength and joint control. It teaches your body how to absorb impact safely, which is exactly what prevents falls in real life. Remember, the step-up is not just about getting stronger legs, it is about staying independent. It is about walking without fear, about having the confidence to move freely for the rest of your life. Every repetition is a step toward control, stability, and freedom. So here is what I want you to do right now. Find a step, do 10 controlled step-ups on each leg, feel your muscles working, feel your body balancing, feel your mind focusing. That is your strength returning. That is your confidence being rebuilt. If this message helped you, if it inspired you to take even one step toward better balance and strength, then do something simple right now. Like this video, leave a comment below sharing how you plan to start, and subscribe for more practical, science-backed ways to keep your body strong and your mind sharp. Your journey toward strength and independence starts today, one step up at a time. Let me tell you something that most people overlook, especially as they get older. Strength does not start in your arms or your legs. It starts in your core. Your core is not just your abs. It is every muscle that supports your spine, stabilizes your hips, and keeps your posture tall and strong. It is the foundation of movement, the control center of your entire body. When your core is weak, every other part of you struggles to compensate. Your back aches, your balance slips, and simple movements start to feel uncertain. But when your core is strong, you move with power, you stand with confidence, and you protect yourself from the slow decline that comes with age. Now, let us talk about what happens when you do not train your core. Over time, the muscles that support your spine begin to weaken. You start slouching, your lower back takes on extra stress, and your balance becomes unpredictable. That is why so many women over 60 experience back pain, stiffness, or fear of falling. It is not because they are fragile. It is because their core has gone quiet. But the good news is you can wake it up again. You can rebuild that strength and stability, starting with one simple movement that anyone can do at home, the standing march. This exercise might look simple, but it is a powerhouse. When done correctly, it trains your deep abdominal muscles, your hip flexors, and your balance, all at once. It teaches your body to stabilize from the inside out, and that kind of control translates to everything: walking, climbing stairs, getting in and out of a car, even standing from a seated position. It is not about building a six-pack. It is about reclaiming your posture, your coordination, and your sense of security in movement. Here is how to do it. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders relaxed. Slowly lift one knee up until it reaches hip level, keeping your back straight. Pause for 3 seconds. You should feel your lower abdomen tighten and your body working to stay balanced. Lower that leg slowly and switch sides. That is 1 repetition per leg. Perform 15 repetitions on each side. Move slowly, breathe deeply, and stay controlled the entire time. The key is not to rush. Most people treat movement like a race, but when it comes to stability and control, slow is strong. When you lift your leg, focus on tightening your midsection like you are bracing for a gentle push. That tension engages your deep core muscles, the ones responsible for keeping your spine supported and your balance stable. Over time, you will feel a difference not just in strength, but in awareness. You will notice that your posture improves, your walking feels smoother, and your balance becomes second nature. And here is something powerful: the standing march also trains your brain. Every time you lift one leg and balance on the other, your brain and body are communicating. Your nervous system is recalibrating, learning to stay steady, learning to respond faster. This connection between your brain and body is what keeps you coordinated as you age. So when you practice movements like this, you are not just training muscles, you are training your nervous system to stay young. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, you can add small variations. For example, hold your arms out to your sides or lift them overhead as you march. This adds a challenge for your shoulders and upper back while forcing your core to stabilize even harder. Another great variation is to close your eyes for 1 or 2 repetitions. This removes your visual reference and forces your body to rely on inner balance systems, improving your proprioception, your body's awareness of where it is in space. Of course, do this near a wall or chair for safety. You can also perform the standing march as part of your morning routine. Right after you wake up, before you have your coffee, stand tall and do 3 sets of 15 per leg. It will wake up your body, improve circulation, and energize your mind for the day ahead. You can even do this while brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. The point is to make it a daily ritual, something automatic, because real strength comes from what you do consistently, not occasionally. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, it is too late for me to build core strength. That is not true. Your body is adaptable at any age. The muscles in your core will respond to movement, just like they did when you were 20. The difference now is that you must be intentional. You must train smart, not just hard. Focus on precision, breathing, and control. Those three things are what separate effective movement from wasted effort. So here is your takeaway. A strong core is not built by doing crunches. It is built by learning to control your body one stable movement at a time. The standing march may seem simple, but it is a gateway to better balance, stronger posture, and more confident movement. Every repetition is a message to your body. I am stable. I am in control. I am strong. I want you to make a promise to yourself today. Do this movement daily for 1 week. Just 1 week. You will feel the difference not only in your body, but in your confidence. You will move differently. You will be different. And if this message inspired you, if it reminded you that strength is not about age but about action, then do me a favor. Like this video right now. Leave a comment sharing your progress or your goal for this week. And subscribe for more science-based practical guidance that helps you move better, live stronger, and age with power. Your future self will thank you for every single repetition you do today. Let me paint you a picture. You are standing in front of a mirror, and you notice your shoulders slouched forward, your neck leaning out, maybe even a little rounding in your upper back. You think, well, that is just aging. But here is the truth. It is not just aging. It is weakness, stiffness, and years of poor posture that have trained your body into that position. The good news is you can fix it. You can stand tall again, breathe better, move easier, and even look younger. And it starts with one small but powerful correction, the shoulder and posture reset. Now, before we dive into it, let us understand why posture matters so much. When your shoulders round forward, it is not just a cosmetic issue. It affects your breathing, your circulation, your confidence, and your ability to move freely. Poor posture shortens the chest muscles, weakens the upper back, and compresses the spine. That means your lungs have less room to expand, your neck muscles tighten to compensate, and your brain gets less oxygen. Over time, this creates fatigue, headaches, and a constant feeling of tension. It is not just about standing straight. It is about reclaiming the way your body is supposed to function. So, how do you know if your posture is slipping? There is a quick test you can do right now. Stand with your back against a wall. Try to touch the wall with the back of your head, your shoulder blades, and your hips all at once. Can you do it comfortably? If you cannot, that means your upper back muscles are weak, your chest is tight, and your shoulders are rounded forward. This test is your signal to take action before stiffness becomes permanent. The corrective movement I want you to start with is called the wall angel. It is simple, safe, and incredibly effective. Stand with your back against a wall, feet about 6 inches away from the base. Keep your head, shoulders, and hips touching the wall. Bring your arms up into a goalpost. Position elbows bent at 90 degrees, hands facing up. Now, slowly slide your arms upward toward the ceiling, keeping your wrists and elbows in contact with the wall as much as possible. Then bring them back down slowly. That is 1 repetition. Do 10 slow repetitions, focusing on control and breathing. You are going to feel tightness across your chest and shoulders at first. That is your body's way of telling you these muscles have not been used properly in a long time. Keep going gently with control. Over time, the wall angel strengthens your upper back, improves shoulder mobility, and retrains your posture. You will start to feel more open through your chest and taller through your spine. Here is why this works so well. The human body was designed to move, but modern life has us sitting for hours at desks, in cars, on couches. Our chest muscles become dominant, and our upper back muscles get lazy. The wall angel reverses that imbalance. It tells your body we are not slouching anymore. You start to restore alignment. Your joints begin to move freely again. You breathe deeper, feel lighter, and stand more confidently. Now, if you want to supercharge your results, add this posture awareness habit throughout your day. Every hour, stand tall, roll your shoulders back, and take 3 deep breaths. Imagine a string pulling the top of your head upward. This simple act of awareness resets your body and your nervous system. It trains your muscles to remember what proper alignment feels like. You will notice that your energy improves because your lungs can take in more oxygen and your blood flow increases. Another great way to reinforce good posture is to strengthen your upper back muscles. Use resistance bands or light weights to perform simple movements like rows or reverse flies. Even just squeezing your shoulder blades together for 10 seconds a few times a day will make a huge difference. The key is consistency. A few mindful minutes every day beat one long session once a week. Here is something else to keep in mind. Your posture affects how people perceive you and how you feel about yourself. When you stand tall, shoulders back, chest open, you instantly look more confident. Your brain even releases signals that improve mood and focus. You start to feel capable, alert, and strong. This is not just about muscles. It is about identity. When you fix your posture, you send a message to yourself that you are still in control, still strong, still growing. And listen, this is not about perfection. Nobody has perfect posture all the time. It is about awareness and progress. Every time you catch yourself slouching and correct it, that is a small victory. Every wall angel you do strengthens the foundation of your movement. Every deep breath you take in a tall, open position gives your body more life. So here is your challenge. Do 10 wall angels every day for 1 week. Every time you walk by a mirror or window, do a quick posture check. Pull those shoulders back, lift your chest, breathe deeply. You are going to notice something amazing happen. You will feel lighter, taller, more confident. Your body will thank you for it, and so will your mind. If this message helped you realize the power of simple daily corrections, if it reminded you that strength and posture can be rebuilt at any age, then take action right now. Like this video, leave a comment below sharing one posture habit you are starting today, and subscribe for more science-based guidance to help you stay strong, mobile, and full of life. You are not too old to stand tall. You are just getting started. Let me tell you something that most people never realize until it is almost too late. Your hips are the foundation of your movement. Every step you take, every time you bend down, every time you stand up, it all starts at the hips. They are the bridge between your upper and lower body, and when those hips get weak or stiff, everything else begins to fall apart. Your back starts hurting, your knees ache, and even your balance begins to fade. But the moment you take control of your hip strength, everything changes. You move better, stand taller, and feel stronger, and the single most powerful exercise to bring your hips back to life is the hip bridge. Now, here is why this movement is so critical. As we age, especially after 60, the muscles around the hips, the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back tend to shut down from lack of use. Most people spend too much time sitting, which tightens the front of the body and weakens the back. That combination leads to pain, instability, and even falls. The hip bridge reverses all of that. It activates the glutes, stretches the hip flexors, strengthens the lower back, and stabilizes the spine all in one simple movement. So, let us start from the beginning. The hip bridge is not about speed or intensity, it is about control and connection. When you do it right, you are not just lifting your hips off the floor. You are reprogramming your body to move the way it was designed to move. Here is how to do it. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Keep your arms at your sides, palms facing down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press your heels into the ground and slowly lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold this position for 5 seconds. Feel your glutes squeeze tight at the top, then lower yourself back down slowly and repeat. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions, rest for 30 seconds, and complete 3 rounds. The most important thing here is to feel the movement. You are not just going through the motions, you are connecting your mind to your muscles. When you lift your hips, focus on pushing through your heels, not your toes. This ensures the glutes, not the lower back, do the majority of the work. Keep your abs slightly engaged to protect your spine. Breathe deeply and move slowly. Every repetition should feel deliberate. If you find that your hamstrings are doing too much work, move your feet slightly closer to your hips. That shift helps activate your glutes more effectively. And if lifting your hips feels difficult at first, that is perfectly fine. Start with smaller movements. Even a few inches off the floor is progress. With time, your strength and range of motion will grow. Now, why is this so powerful for women over 60? Because strong hips mean independence. Weak hips are one of the leading causes of balance issues and falls in older adults. But when your glutes are strong, they stabilize your entire body. They protect your knees, support your spine, and keep your gait steady. That means fewer injuries, less pain, and more confidence when walking, climbing stairs, or getting up from the floor. Another major benefit of the hip bridge is improved circulation. When you contract and release those large muscles, you are pumping blood through your lower body, helping to keep tissues nourished and joints healthy. This is especially important for anyone who spends long hours sitting. The bridge acts as a reset button. It gets the blood flowing again, releases tension, and brings energy back into your body. You can progress this exercise as your strength improves. Try holding the top position for longer. Start with 5 seconds, then build up to 10 or even 20. You can also add resistance by placing a small weight or water bottle on your hips. But remember, form always comes first. It is better to do perfect, slow repetitions than to rush through sloppy ones. One powerful variation I love to teach is the single leg bridge. Once you feel strong with the standard version, lift one leg straight into the air while performing the bridge with the other. This challenges your stability, balance, and coordination. It teaches your hips to work independently, which is incredibly useful for daily movement and injury prevention. Here is what I want you to understand: strong hips mean strong life. When your hips are powerful, everything else in your body works better. You move with confidence, you walk with ease, and you stand with purpose. Weak hips lead to dependency. Strong hips lead to freedom, and freedom is the real goal here. Not just physical strength, but the ability to move through life without fear or limitation. So, I want you to take action today. Find a comfortable spot, lie down, and start with 10 bridges. Feel your muscles working, feel your spine lengthen, feel your body getting stronger. Do this every day. It takes less than 5 minutes, but it will change how you move for the rest of your life. You are not too old to build strength. You are not too late to take control of your body. Every single repetition is a statement of power, a reminder that you are capable of rebuilding what time has taken. So do not wait. Start now. And if this message inspired you, if it reminded you of your strength and your potential, then take one small step right now. Like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe for more science-based practical guidance to keep you strong, mobile, and confident. Because every bridge you do builds more than muscle. It builds the foundation for a stronger, freer, and more powerful you. Let me tell you something that every woman over 60 needs to hear. One of the most powerful things you can do for your health, your energy, and your independence is also one of the simplest: walking. Walking is not just exercise, it is medicine. It is movement that heals, strengthens, and protects every system in your body. You do not need a gym membership. You do not need fancy shoes or equipment. You just need your body, a pair of comfortable shoes, and a commitment to move. Because walking is the single most underrated habit for longevity and vitality. Here is what most people do not realize. As you age, your circulation slows, your muscles weaken, and your joints stiffen. Not because your body cannot function, but because you stop using it as often. The human body is designed for motion. It thrives on movement. When you walk regularly, you tell your body, "Keep my heart strong, keep my bones dense, keep my brain sharp." Walking is literally your daily signal to stay alive and alert. Without that movement, the body starts to shut things down, one system at a time. Let us look at what walking really does. Every step you take increases blood flow through your heart and brain. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, more life in every cell. It reduces blood pressure, improves insulin sensitivity, and lowers the risk of heart disease. But it is not just physical. Walking reduces stress hormones like cortisol and increases endorphins, the chemicals that make you feel happy and calm. That is why after a good walk, you do not just feel stronger, you feel lighter mentally and emotionally. And here is the best part. Walking improves your brain. Studies show that people who walk daily have better memory, sharper focus, and lower risk of cognitive decline. It literally stimulates new brain cell growth. Think about that. Something as simple as a half-hour walk can protect your mind from aging. That means more clarity, more creativity, and a better mood, just from moving your feet. So, how do you build this into your life? Start simple. You do not need to walk 5 miles a day to get results. Begin with 10 minutes after breakfast or dinner. Choose a safe, comfortable route, maybe around your neighborhood, in a nearby park, or even inside your home if the weather is bad. The key is consistency. It is not about walking far. It is about walking often. Over time, aim for 30 minutes a day. That can be split into 3 10-minute walks. That is it. No excuses, no pressure, just movement. If balance or endurance is an issue, bring a walking buddy or use walking poles. You can even walk near a wall or railing for support. The goal is to move in a way that feels safe and enjoyable. And if you want to make walking even more effective, focus on your posture. Stand tall, shoulders back, eyes forward. Let your arms swing naturally. Breathe deeply through your nose. Each breath sends oxygen through your muscles and brain, feeding your energy and focus. Here is a small but powerful upgrade. Turn your walk into a mental recharge. Leave your phone in your pocket. Listen to the sound of your steps, the rhythm of your breathing, the feel of the air. Walking mindfully connects you to the present moment. It reduces anxiety and helps your mind reset. If you prefer, you can listen to calming music or an educational podcast. Make your walks your time a daily meeting with your future self. Now, here is something most people overlook. Walking trains your endurance, but it also trains your stability. Each step you take engages your core, hips, and glutes. You are constantly shifting weight, rebalancing, and controlling your movement. That means every walk you take is a low-impact balance workout. This directly reduces your risk of falls, strengthens your legs, and keeps your joints mobile. It is the simplest way to stay agile without stress or strain. Some days you might not feel like doing it. You might feel tired, sore, or busy. But remember this, every time you walk, you are adding life to your years. You are investing in your strength, your clarity, your freedom. And on the days you do not feel like it, those are the days it matters most. Because discipline builds momentum, and momentum builds results. You might not see changes overnight, but give it a few weeks. You will start sleeping better, your energy will increase, and your mood will lift. Your body will feel lighter, and your confidence will grow. Walking is a quiet kind of transformation. It does not make headlines, but it changes everything. So, here is my challenge for you. Starting today, commit to one walk a day. It does not matter if it is 5 minutes or 30 minutes. Just start. Put on your shoes, step outside, and move. Do it for your heart. Do it for your mind. Do it for your independence. You deserve to feel strong, capable, and alive every single day. If this message spoke to you, if it reminded you that health starts with simple, consistent actions, then take one small step right now, literally and figuratively. Like this video to show your commitment, comment below with how long your next walk will be, and subscribe for more practical, science-based guidance to help you live stronger and age powerfully. Because every step you take today is a step toward the freedom and strength you want tomorrow. Keep walking. Keep living. You have got this.